Well, I think with me specifically being a photographer, there's always value in something that's originally yours. That's the person that gets rich, the person that developed the trend and then can monetize it. I always tell photographers, content creators, it's a skill set first, it's an art form second. So how I take that skill and turn it into an art form is how I'm able to monetize and make money off of what I do because it's unique. What's going on? It's Kirk. We're here in Atlanta, Georgia. Just pulled up to the Forbes Blk Summit. It's a lot of power, a lot of black excellence in the building. My brand new Forbes article dropped today. First time anybody's ever certified me a millionaire. Best place to do it is Forbes. I don't really like to talk about my money or finances like that. I'm much more about impact, but it definitely feels amazing to be recognized. So if you haven't already, make sure you check out that Forbes article, Forbes.com. Well, we're here at the summit, man. We're gonna drop some gems today. There's a lot of black excellence in the building. A lot of just excellence, period, man. It's Forbes, Atlanta, Kirk Studios. Kirk, I'm here.
Kirk. He's a creative entrepreneur right here in the ATL. He's the founder of Kirk Studios, a community and a multimedia company that's leveraging social media and harnessing all the various ways to spotlight talent and creatives in this market and beyond. So thank you guys for joining me. Cam, I want to ask you, because speaking of differentiating yourself, how do you turn like a talent or a hobby into actual making money? So a skill that you have. I mean, you're amazing at photography. How do you actually monetize that?
Well, I think with me specifically being a photographer, I kind of came in at the right time. Like, if you're talking about social media, you're consuming imagery, content, photography. I mean, most of you all are probably taking a photo that you're proud of now, so you have more of an affection for my industry, which helps and hurts. It helps a lot because more people need photography. Hurts because y'all think y'all could do it. Like, you know, so it's like, it is what it is, but I think when you talk about differentiating, like you guys mentioned, I think that is the key. And I know in the audience, you hear that all the time, be authentic, be that. Those are kind of like buzzwords sometimes. But I think now it's more than ever more important to do that. And you won't be able to be yourself or find yourself unless you unplug from that matrix. Mm-hmm. Because if you're on social media, they're telling you, use trending sounds, use trends, follow the trend. It's literally forcing your timeline to look like a repetitive cycle. So you're not going to find your voice on social media. Get off social media, get in real life, know how people engage with you in real life. If you're a funny person in real life, be funny on socials. Like, tap into your true character and personality, and that helps. And then when you're talking about monetizing it from that point, there's always value in something that's originally yours and that you own the IP on. That's the person that gets rich, the person that developed the trend and then can monetize it. So if you're finding yourself following trends, you're not developing anything that you can actually develop. So me as a photographer, I always tell photographers, content creators, it's a skill set first. So you want to master the skill of anything you want to do. It's an art form second. So how I take that skill and turn it into an art form is how I'm able to monetize and make money off of what I do because it's unique.
I've thought about how you kind of built a community around your business, your physical space here in Atlanta, and how important is that with finding a core community and getting really sort of ardent fans for what you do?
My business taught me community. Originally, I'm a photographer. I'm a solo guy. I got my camera, the subject I'm shooting. I don't need a team. I don't need help. That's kind of how I was approaching it. When I started my business 7 years ago, I met other photographers, I met other creators, and I started to find that we had a lot of common traits, but we also had a lot of common enemies, so to speak, or weaknesses or things that we needed. So I learned community through us just problem solving together. And now we've done over 35,000 appointments at my studio. That really taught me community because now I'm meeting tens of thousands of content creators and photographers and learning what they like. And then when you find common ground in something, that's where the magic actually happens because you guys can relate, you can critique something, you can talk about it all day and night, and that's really how business is running. So I think social media obviously played a major part in people just having more friends and more exposure to different cultures. So I think it's important and imperative you adopt some form of community in your business.
I want to go back to something you kind of alluded to, Cam, and that's about like trends and the idea of obviously you need to be up on what's trending. What's the levels to keeping in tune with what's happening?
That is a challenging part because it can be a sensory overload sometimes when you're on social media because there's so much things to consume and to take in. And you do have to have times where you engage and then you disengage to like stay clear-minded. because you can get overwhelmed. I do think it's like a percentage though. I would never say you shouldn't do a trending audio or trending music. The Kendrick song is obviously big. You put that on one of your photos, you're gonna get more likes. Like, it's just a natural thing. But I think you shouldn't be chasing them in. That's the only thing you're willing to do. I think you wanna learn how to see like through like the trend, like what's making this trend? What's the real reason why people like this? And then how can I manipulate it? How can I bring it to my industry? How can I do something similar? How can I learn the cadence of it? You should be looking to study it and then utilize a way to create it yourself, or find someone that can create a style that's original to you. But I do think it's a balance that you gotta have with following or doing what's trending on social, but also come with your own originality on it. Because I think the consistent theme that we've all been given is finding your authentic self. And again, that might be the hardest part of it all, is figuring out who you are. Like, I don't want to skip over that or make it seem like that's something you just go look in the mirror and say, oh, that's who I am. Like, nah, you might have to really do some deep diving and thinking about who you are. But I will tell you, the answer is literally right in front of you. It's in the things that you wake up and naturally do. It's the way you think. It's your favorite color. It's your sign. It's where you choose to live. It's the outfits you like. Like, literally just take the time to assess everything that you like, and really be like, why do I like these things? And what are the connection points? And then go back and think about everything that you're good at. This thing that you don't even have to train for. You just wake up and I just always was better at that, or I was always good at math. Dock that to the side. And then think about the things that you just want to do for the rest of your life, and you would do it on your happiest day in the world. If you could do this, I don't care if it's eating ice cream, playing a video game, and take those three components and put your puzzle together. That's gonna tell you exactly who you are. And it doesn't matter, like, I have a brother that's 3 years older than me. I followed his footsteps everywhere we went. Same high school, middle school, sport. We couldn't be more different as adults. Completely different. And it's like, that doesn't mean nothing. Where you come from, how you were raised, doesn't mean nothing. It's something unique in you. That's the most unique part about you. And that's originality. But I don't want to make it seem like it's easy to find yourself. You got to do the work to find who you are and know who you are. Yep.
Thank you. Thank you so much to the panel. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. It's been a great discussion.
It feels good to just be recognized and to be honored, you know, with such an iconic brand like Forbes, a brand that really just represents excellence and success in general, not just Black success, but just success in general. To be recognized, to be able to share a stage with some of the greats that are here at this summit today, we here, Forbes.